Hello and welcome back to the Brandon Can Win channel. I am here with a Metamoon Prime, and we're going to discuss something that actually is really upsetting for me because I want to be a voice actor. It's one of my dream jobs, I guess, aside from like YouTube and all that. Voice acting is something that's kind of caught my attention as of the last few years. It's even weirder because I started streaming Bayonetta on my live channel, Brandon Can Win Live. Please go over and subscribe to that channel too if you want to watch me play through Bayonetta. I'm sweating. The fact that this situation happened is kind of crazy. So, like I said, just mentioned, I'm streaming Bayonetta. And today, Helena Taylor, the voice actress for Bayonetta in Bayonetta 1 and 2, came out with a couple short videos, explaining why she didn't voice Bayonetta in Bayonetta 3. And, well, let's take a look through each part, and then I'll tell you my thoughts. And so it's better just having her tell you guys instead of me.
Hello, my name's Helena Taylor, and I am the voice of Bayonetta, and I would like to explain to you why I didn't voice Bayonetta 3. The Bayonetta franchise made an approximated $450 million. That's not including merchandise. As an actor, I trained for a total of 7.5 years. 3 years at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, LAMDA, with voice coach Barbara Barkery, and 4.5 years with the legendary Larry Moss in Los Angeles. And what did they think this was worth? What did they offer to pay me? The final offer to do the whole game as a buyout, a flat rate, was $4,000 US. This is an insult to me, the amount of time that I took to work on my talent and everything that I have given to this game and to the fans. I am asking the fans to boycott this game and instead spend the money that you would have spent on this game donating it to charity. I didn't want the world. I didn't ask for too much. I was just asking for a decent, dignified living wage. What they did was legal, but it was immoral.
The woman who made Bayonetta's voice, the main character for this franchise, the actress was only offered $4,000, and that was the final offer. You would think, like, with some respect and dignity or something like that, I would think, like, especially if the Bayonetta franchise made as much as she's, like, saying it made, she should have been in like the 5-6 digit number at least. Like, come on, that is insane to me how little she was offered to voice Bayonetta through the whole game. There's a lot of story in Bayonetta 1, I'm sure Bayonetta 2 as well. Bayonetta 3 looks like it has a shit ton of story, shit ton of voice lines, and they're only offering $4,000 US. Like, bruh. That is crazy. So essentially what she's trying to do now is she's trying to get the fans to boycott the game, boycott Bayonetta 3. Like, don't buy the game, cancel the pre-orders, and donate to charity and stuff. And she does point out what they did was legal, but it wasn't, it was immoral. And I 100% agree with that. And let's watch the rest of what she has to say before I get to like my full thoughts on all of this craziness.
Now, those of you who follow me on Twitter know that I'm more of a lover than a fighter, and sometimes think I'm not very much like Bayonetta at all, but I guess I am a little bit more like Bayonetta than I thought. I understand that boycotting this game is a personal choice, and there are those that won't, and that's fine. But if you're someone who cares about people, who cares about the world around you, who cares about who gets hurt with these financial decisions, then I urge you to boycott this game. I decided to do it to stand up in solidarity with people all over the world who do not get paid properly for their talents. Fat cats cream off the top and leave us the rotten crumbs. You know, in England right now, there are nurses going to food banks to feed their children. This is not right. This is not acceptable. It impacts mental health. Because of it, I suffered from depression and anxiety. I worried that I was going to be on the streets. That terrified me so much that once I was suicidal. I am not afraid of the non-disclosure agreement. I can't even afford to run a car. What are they going to do? Take my clothes? Good luck to them. Bayonetta always stands up for those with less power and stands up for what is right. And in doing this, you stand with her.
You can tell she's really, really upset about this. Like, this whole situation is 100% personal to her, for sure. I feel like it's not even just about the money, it's about the fact that this is just how it is. I honestly thought voice actors were paid a lot of money for some reason. I thought they were paid a shit ton of money. But she says that she can't even, like, she can't really afford much. Like, she's even like, I'm not afraid of an NDA. What are they gonna do? Take the clothes off my back? And honestly, I do think it's very brave of her to actually come out and say all this, because this could impact future projects she could be involved in. So it's very brave of her to do this. And I know, and there's probably a lot of voice actors out there who are having to deal with this kind of thing, that are just, they just can't afford to, they just have too much to lose, or like can't afford to put their career in jeopardy because of this. But that's literally what she's doing right here, and you gotta commend her for that. So let's watch this last clip now.
For those of you who are interested, I'd like to go into a little more detail about the back and forth. The first thing was I was required to audition again, because sometimes voices change with time. So I auditioned for the role and obviously passed with flying colours. They then sent me an insulting offer. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to write to Hideki Kamiya. I'm going to write to him and ask him for what I'm worth. So I got a friend who has been in business in Japan to write in Japanese to him. I know he read it because I got a reply. I got a reply saying that he values greatly my contribution to the game and that the fans really want me to voice it over, and the memory of first meeting me as Bayonetta is a memory I hold dear. So I thought, great, thank God. That was when they offered me $4,000 US. Do you know, Platinum had the cheek to say that I was busy, that they couldn't make it work with Miss Taylor's schedule. Well, I had nothing but time. They now have a new girl voicing her over. And I love actors. I wish her all the joy in the world. I wish her all the jobs, but she has no right to say she is the voice of Bayonetta. I created that voice. She has no right to sign merchandise as Bayonetta, any more than I have the right to sign as Eva Green, even though I was her parrot on the video game The Golden Compass. That portrayal is hers and hers alone. They'll probably try and do a spin-off with Jan. Don't buy that either.
she must have had a very personal, like, kind of connection with the character of Bayonetta, because you could tell she's very upset about this. Like, she's emotionally distraught, and rightfully so. I do think one thing I will say is that when it comes to the other voice actress, she is just doing her job. I feel like that's why I feel like this was made mainly through emotions, because she was like, to the new voice actress, she was like, I wish her the best, but you have no right to say you're Bayonetta, you know, that kind of thing. So it does, I'm not sure if those two have beef with each other or not, or if it was just like an emotional kind of response to it. But like, she has kind of a point. It was her portrayal of Bayonetta that this new voice actress is replicating. And to a lot of people, including me, Helena Taylor will forever be the voice of Bayonetta. I don't know, it makes me feel kind of sick just thinking about this, because I was gonna make a follow-up video to my last one on the Mario movie, saying that I'm fine with Chris Pratt voicing Mario as long as Charles Martinet was at least approached. And after seeing this, I'm guessing he wasn't necessarily approached to voice Mario, but approached to make a cameo, because people knew fans would be mad if he wasn't involved at all, even though he should be the voice of Mario. I want to show you guys a couple of tweets I agree with about the situation. This is from @Lucia Lobos Villa. Chris Pratt out here making millions for a generic, semi-Brooklyn voice for everyone's favorite iconic plumber. Meanwhile, Helena Taylor gets fired and replaced for asking to not be paid scraps for friggin' Bayonetta. And I totally 1000% agree with that. Chris Pratt is doing the bare minimum. Like everyone else in the Mario movie trailer that I've seen, it looks like they're putting their all into it, especially Jack Black as Bowser. Holy shit, he killed it. But it seemed like for Mario, he's just doing this, you know? It's not like it doesn't seem like he's actually putting the effort in that everyone else is doing. It's like, oh, easy paycheck. Because I also feel like his whole speech about him having fond memories stomping Koopas was very genuine either. Another thing that's very bizarre about this, and that was that those videos got a response from the director of Bayonetta 3. Let's take a look. Here's the tweet. It says, sad and deplorable about the... no, wait, let me change the voice. Okay. Sad and deplorable about the attitude of untruth. That's what all I can tell now. By the way, beware of my rules. I just read him say, yeah, what she said was fake news. That's literally all he said. Oh, that ain't it, Chief. Are your rules worth $4,000? That's actually good. Oh my gosh. It also looks like he made it so that people can't reply anymore. Is my reply still there? I wonder. I replied saying, I bet the new VA was underpaid as well. Wait, this tweet is unavailable. What? Oh my god, guys. Oh, what a dub. What a dub. Hideki Kamiya fucking blocked me. Let's fucking go. Oh, jeez. That's nice to see. Yeah, you're a cunt, dude. Anyways, with that being said, guys, here's my final thoughts on it. Let me start by answering the question for you guys. Am I going to boycott Bayonetta 3? The answer is not really. Because despite how shitty this was, a lot of people did work on this game. I mean this in the nicest way, it's more than just one person. You know, you have the other voice actors who are probably all underpaid. I assume that the new voice actress was very underpaid as well. Probably paid less than Helena, actually. Maybe. And then you had, like, all the people who worked on everything else. So, I'm not going to boycott the game. It feels right just not getting the game right away. I feel like I need to think about it a little bit before I do it, but I will say this. Until Platinum Games, like, actually addresses what's going on, like, as an official statement against this, I will not be streaming Bayonetta 3. If I decide my next Let's Play is going to be Bayonetta 2, I'm going to hold off on 3, because that's just how it's going to be. I'm going to wait on the game. I'm not getting it day one. I'm not pre-ordering it. Not happening. I want you guys to go and give Helena Taylor some love, if you can. Seems like she really needs her right now. She looks like she's really getting it. And I also don't want you guys to attack the new voice actress. I don't remember what her name is. I think her first name is Jennifer, but I don't remember the last name. Don't attack her. She's just doing a job. I guess that's it for this video. Yeah, this situation sucks. And I think the thing that sucks the most is that this probably is normal in the video game industry, in the voice acting world in general. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell when so you know when I post a new video. Also subscribe to my live channel, Brandon Can Win Live. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and so long and good night.